Hello, welcome to another episode of Holly D Live Podcast. I'm Holly D, and I'm here with my girl T-Spot.
Hello.
And we are going to talk today, we're going to start this off on this subject, because you know how this improv shit goes. So, we're going to start today by talking about a conversational topic of sorts about relationships. When is enough enough? Part 2. Because I just did that one by myself, but this one's going to be juicy because T-Spot has some serious insight to how relationships are and shit. So we were talking about toxicity in there too. So yeah, when is it time to leave? And if you don't leave when it's time, are you just going to be in a world of hurt? Because I know a girl who's in a world of hurt and she should have left a while ago.
You get addicted to the chaos, I feel like.
Right.
You know? It becomes your normal, and
it becomes the norm.
And it sucks.
It does.
And a lot of times it's so toxic that you get used to just the cycle. Oh, you already know what's going to happen, but yet you still go back that.
And you still go back to it. And I think a lot of it's pride and like, I'm going to prove a point.
Right.
I'm going to fucking get my point across, damn it. He's going to change. She's going to change. No, they won't. Some people don't.
My personal experience, I got belittled and broke down so bad that I didn't think that I was capable or able to move forward with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I totally get you.
I mean,
it's like they freeze you in time.
Right.
Like that person will freeze you in time that brings it out of you or whatever.
Right. Don't get me wrong, I was in love, but the things that the person was doing to me, you can't do a person you love like that.
Right. Right. But there's a difference, too, between loving somebody and being in love with them. I think if you're in love with them, you ain't gonna do that shit.
Right.
Because that's all you think about, is caring about your family and all that shit.
Right.
But, also, I think, I just thought of, fuck. Oh, I lost it. No, I think I got it. Oh, man. We're on our way to the casino. Yay!
The only thing, I try to look at the whole thing, and try to figure stuff out, and
the whole big picture.
The only thing I could come up with is the person don't know what real love is. They've never experienced it, so
right.
They're just throwing the word around loosely.
Yeah.
So it's been a battle.
And also, oh God, what was it about? It was like you said like a minute ago. Fucking, it's like you don't think that you're good enough or that you're going to be able to get anything better or whatever because they fucking put that psyche in your mind.
Right.
That this is as good as it gets and nobody's ever gonna love you like I love you. Whatever, man. I bet that somebody will.
Right. And then the financial stability part of it is something that I battled with because I would end up caving in and because I would need this or I need that, and he that person knew that. And he used that to his advantage. Right. When you use shit to your advantage, I just broke up with the bitch because she used shit to her advantage. But I told him, I said, I would rather walk around homeless, broke, starving, side by side with someone that loves me and has my back in life than to be rolling around in some big fancy truck with money with a person that's fake, Dude, if the person that you're with, you can't live in a box with, you're not supposed to be with them, bro. Right. Because you could be... The person you're supposed to be with, you could live in a box with them, and you could be happy. Exactly. Me and my ex-girlfriend we were on the street forever. Yep. And we were still happy because we had each other. Exactly. And we laughed every day, all day. And we didn't know how we were going to take a shower, or how we were going to sleep, or where we were going to sleep, or where the fuck was going, but we had each other. Right. And that should be enough, guys. It should be enough. And I know that money is a big deal. Yes, you have money to live. Money's what makes the world go round. But I watched this lawyer guy who was an older man, an elderly guy, and he was getting Alzheimer's, and he said he was a lawyer forever. He said there's 4 reasons why people get divorces. Too much money, not enough money. Too much sex, not enough sex. Right. And also, I think that things happen when things go awry in a relationship, like somebody fucks up or somebody cheats or somebody, abuses you mentally or physically, you don't
forget that, and then you kind of hang on to them because you're disgusted with them, and you want them to learn a fucking lesson before you go.
Exactly.
And that keeps you going back in to that vicious cycle.
I did that, and I tortured myself so much, though. Like,
yeah.
It was hell. I don't know how to explain it, but it was freaking hell, for real.
Dude,
and
it's hard.
It's very hard.
So, yeah, it's fucking the hardest thing. Love is worth it, but it is. Some people avoid them. Some people don't give a fuck. I half-assed it because I had never had unconditional love before, and she showed it to me and it freaked me out. And then I was scared I was going to lose her, so I freaked out and did the child shit.
Right.
And you know that's what I know better now, but I didn't know better then.
And the person, like, they're a great person until they don't get their way. Then it's like, oh shit, you know, watch out. That's whenever everything's going to be going down, and they always have an excuse for why they did it, or this, or it was because of this or that.
Yeah.
No, it all boils down to you have a choice. Nobody can make you do anything but yourself, you know?
Yeah, when you become an adult, 18 to 24 is a young adult. And but after 20 or 25,
We're
I'm sorry.
talking 53.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you should know by now how to treat people.
And whenever the person has money and they think that, you know what I mean, they're untouchable or they can get away or do anything they want because just because they have money, like, I went through it the last year, just put it that way. But,
yeah, T-Spot's been going through a lot, guys. I know she was been on a podcast long ago, but you know, she's a very dear friend of mine, and I love doing podcasts with her because she's got so much insight, like I said, and fucking. So what's next? What else should we talk about relationship wise? But yeah, I don't think on a last thing, I don't think when people have been in toxic relationships so long, they don't know how to operate in a healthy relationship. When things are going good for so long, they get really nervous and queasy, like, when's it going to start fucking up?
Exactly.
Because that's what I'm used to.
Yep. And I'm a self-sabotager anyway.
Oh, God,
I can do
so
that
am I.
all by myself.
Yeah. We can do it all by yourself. Do the fucking with me.
But I woke up one day and I said, you know what? I have to know my worth. Like, I'm worth it, and I'll be worth it to somebody.
Yep.
Whether I'm not worth it to you or whatever. I'm who I am, and I'm going to put my head up high and walk away, you know? You just lost something very good, you know? That's all I can tell you.
And it's like people say they see you, but they don't really see you.
Right.
When you see somebody for everything that they are and love them for all that,
right,
then you respect them.
Exactly.
You try not to fuck them over. There's gonna be fights, it's gonna happen, but it's not anything totally detrimental to your relationship.
Right.
You'll get over it and have make-up sex and it's over. And it's not thought of, guys. Don't throw it in the face. That's what killed me and Nani.
Right.
She kept throwing shit in my face. I kept throwing shit in her face. And if you don't leave it in the past, then you're going to live in the fucking past with that motherfucker and relive that thing, that moment, that thing that they did over and over.
That's what I tortured
toxic
myself
as fuck.
with. You know?
Right.
But I have a lot of resentment and stuff, and not about a week or two ago, I learned that I don't have to forgive that person. You know, all I have to do is realize that I didn't do anything wrong for that to happen to me. So I have to realize that, but I don't have to forgive the person.
Right.
You know?
No, it's not required that you forgive anybody.
But in order for me to move on, like, I just have to accept the fact that it was out of my control and something was done to me that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And it's hard to be the bigger person when you feel like you've been done, you feel like you're the one that's been done wrong.
Right.
It's hard.
I've been through some struggles, you know, and my very first relationship in life was, you know, I got with him when I was 15, we had my children.
Yeah.
He passed away, you know, a day before I turned 23, and he was my best friend. It was like, I couldn't have picked anyone better to go through life with, and it got taken from me, and it's been a struggle ever since.
That's horrible too, when you lose your soulmate.
He was literally my best friend, he was
your confidant, like
whatever I didn't able to complete, he completed it without anything, no questions asked, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain that. Like,
he was everything and some. Couldn't have picked a better father for my children, but he struggled with addiction, and it got him. But I've been searching for him in everybody, and that's a problem for me. I feel like
that's a problem for me too.
It's a barrier that I can't seem to get over.
I can't get over it either. Is that you have these expectations of somebody that you were with that was perfect. In your eyes, the relationship was cake. It was fucking amazing. There was nothing better than it, and you lost it. And all you're trying to do is get it back, but everybody's different. I think, and that's why I think, like, I learned at a very young age that life comes in phases.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there was a phase that I hung out with this guy, Jason, right? Mm-hmm. I went over to his fucking house, all this shit. Well, I ended up fucking him or whatever, and I shouldn't have done that. But, I mean, like, he kept pushing it. Not like that, but he was, and he told me that him and his girl were together, and I was naive and 19, and I believed him. And I still said, no, I don't want to disrespect Michelle, blah, 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 blah. And then I got slandered, called a slut, a whore. I didn't give a fuck. I do what I want.
Exactly.
Because nobody else does what they want. They feel like they do what they have to do all the time. And that's cool. There is shit you have to do. You have to go to the doctor. You have to take care of your kids. You have to, you know. But,
you don't have to be somebody that you're not. You know?
And life is about work and play. Mm-hmm. So if you're out there working and you're an adult and you don't feel like you have a lot, like, go find out what you're passionate about. Find out what you liked as a child. What'd you do as a child that you fucking loved? Hobbies, man. Hobbies fucking get it for me because I'm alone. I'm all alone. I support myself financially and everything. If I don't have cigarettes, guess what? Nobody gonna help me. I'm on my motherfucking own for the most part. But, fuck, what were we just talking about?
And know that you're enough regardless of what anybody says. Don't ever take people's words to heart whenever it comes to that kind of stuff. Just know that they're not right with themselves is why they're doing what they're doing.
Well, some people are lost and they don't. And if they're miserable, like, jealousy is around. It's alive and well, man. When I had my first spiritual awakening, I cried so much and I let go of all this jealousy I had. This horrible childlike jealousy. Like, she took my fucking pen, my bike. She stole my homework, fucking the dog hating shit. It was crazy, man. And I saw it. Sometimes we don't see the things that we're doing as an adult until it smacks us in the fucking face one day. But I did ask, in hindsight, I asked for answers, and I got them. And that comes to another thing. Metallica. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might fucking get it.
Exactly.
Like, I wish that I would be able to have my own place and do comedy and all that stuff. I'm doing it, but I don't have Nani. And it was too late for me to realize that I picked the wrong dream. And that's okay. Because I'm still going to be me and go after my shit and have my people and my friends. But it took me a while to realize that she was my dream. She was supposed to be my dream. Not comedy and fucking my passion and whatnot and my purpose, my life purpose. But I should have put more energy into her. Like, way more. Like, I should have put serious effort.
You don't realize what you got until it's gone. I learned, you know.
Well, and you know,
I learned that smacked in the face, you know.
And you know, it's so true, T-Spot. Like,
and I feel like I do certain things because I'm in fear of, like, something's gonna be taken from me, or, you know what I mean? Just because that's what I've experienced. Like, I'm afraid to get too close to this or that because it's just gonna get taken. Or they're just gonna go away. Or
I was really guarded, even in even that relationship. I was guarded with Non and stuff.
So,
and I also one thing that I realized about relationships too, or something that you do as a self person, is your spiritual self. Is I gave all of my all in this one relationship before her, and it served me no good. And so I kind of came into that relationship with really horrible point of view, saying, I'm going to be fucking selfish this time. This time I'm going to do what I want, not what they fucking want. And that's why the comedy was so important to me, because I didn't want to lose who I was again. So I took it to a whole new level. But yeah, sometimes it's not selfishness, it's self-realization, and I don't know how to explain it.
I'm in that stage of I'm trying to find myself again because I allowed somebody to, you know what I mean, make me believe that I'm something that I'm not, and I don't even realize who I am anymore. I'm not the person that I normally am. I know that.
Well,
I don't like it.
Right.
So.
And if you don't like something, y'all, you can always change it. Yeah. There's some things like that you can't change, like death and taxes, unfortunately. But, you know.
I come to realize I have to do a lot of work, you know, this and that. And I'd rather do that work on myself than to devote it to a relationship that's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to go in that same circle, you know?
Hell yeah, it'll be a vicious cycle.
So I'm going to work on me.
You're not your best self.
I'm going to put all that work and energy to myself.
And that's how it should be. We should be full independently. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why it didn't work either, because I felt like something was missing in me and Nani's relationship. Nani is a girl, for you guys, I was with her for 5.5. She's LOML, love of my life. But anyway, moving on. Fucking, what was, just,
I drawing a blank.
Drawing a blank. Anyway, I was going to make a point, but I forgot.
I was just going to ask, can you really get over something that somebody has done to you? Like, truly?
I think it's hard for the human being to forgive and forget it. They can't forget it.
That's my problem.
It sits there like a spear in their mind. Mm-hmm. Every time they see them, they fucking think about it.
Little triggers, boom, boom. I mean, he cheated on me with one of my friends, you know? And I feel like if I was to go back, it would be saying like, oh, it's okay, you know, this or that.
But it's not okay.
Because he's like, why
it's
can't
not okay. There's nothing okay about
this
that.
And it just be gone, you know? We'll focus on today forward and just, we'll be fine. I'm like, no, because you're not, you know? I'm not doing that.
Because he hasn't gotten his karma from it.
It's not okay.
Because you want him to realize so much that the wrong he has done.
Yes, you have
and you hate it that he's going around boasting and having all this shit and not realizing it. He's already getting his karma, you know that.
Oh yeah.
So and it's gonna get worse for him. I hate to say it.
Oh, I know it is.
It will get worse for him.
That's what I told him. I said I feel bad in a way, but you know, nobody felt bad for me whenever I was hitting them brick walls.
Hell no, dude.
Know?
When I was homeless, dude, very few.
I said, God don't condone
I didn't even tell motherfuckers. It wasn't my pride. It wasn't because I was embarrassed. I don't give a fuck. I told a couple that caught me, you know, at the bar because I was living in a bar. Mm-hmm. They called me like, oh my God, are you on the street, Holly? I was like, yeah. Right. I was like, you know, I don't care if you tell people, just don't spread it around like wildfire.
Right.
Because I don't want it to get back to some people.
Right.
And but yeah, you know,
it's life, you know.
Yeah.
And it's all what you put in it, and you know.
Life is what you make of it.
Right.
Man. But oh yeah, I learned at a very young age. That's what. I'm coming back to this. I did this. I said this 10 minutes ago. Sorry. Fucking, we're bouncing back and forth tonight. We got some sleep, so we're feeling great. I realized that life does come in phases, and when I lost my best friend, she didn't die or anything, but our friendship, that was the one thing during my childhood and middle school and stuff that fucking shattered me. It annihilated me. Is this one girl I went to church with, she was my best friend, and she fucking betrayed me. I heard her talking shit about me and everything. It fucking broke me, dude. It broke my fucking heart, dude. And that's when I realized, enjoy the time that you have with the people that you're with, because you might not be with them. They could die, and
life is too short.
So enjoy it, and don't fucking argue all the time, because you never know what's gonna happen. They could move on or go to college or what the fuck ever.
My last conversation with my kids' dad, my everything, was an argument over a tattoo. And he ended up, I get the phone call the next day that he was dead. I mean, I still can't forgive myself, for...
But you know what?
It was a petty argument, but you never know. Something could happen within a matter of seconds, and your whole life changes. My whole life got turned upside down.
And I hate that for you, and I'm so sorry
I had 2 babies. I was pregnant with our 3rd one. I ended up having a miscarriage, but I literally walked around for 2 years and I'm arguing with somebody like, that ain't the date. Like 2 years went by and I didn't even realize it. I was in just a fog and just out of it, you know?
Oh, me too. Yeah. I know. 3 years went by and I was like, it's been 15 years, Nani.
Right.
She was like, no, it hasn't. It's been 3 fucking years since we broke up.
I mean, my heart got ripped. I was 23, the day before I turned 23. You know, that's all I knew. I got with him whenever I was 15.
Whoa, yeah,
you know?
dude. Your high school love?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
And
I'm so sorry, but you know what? Forgive.
Never take someone for granted. That's all I can say.
Right. You don't need to forgive yourself for that, because anger comes from passion, man.
Right.
And that means that you guys love each other. And even though if it was something stupid, you know you would have had makeup sex after.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You guys did it together.
Right.
And don't think of the last thing that you saw. When I think of my mother who died 4 years ago, it was traumatic as fuck for me. I still suffer from it and have triggers and everything. I walked in and she was dead. And other people saw her before, and it was just traumatizing as fuck for me. But you know, when I don't think of my mom, sometimes I see her with the tubes in her mouth, fucking dead, sitting there.
Right.
But that's not all I think about. I think about her taking me to Disney World.
Right.
I think about us going to fucking Skyline all the time. I think about her playing cards and me calling the pizza guy and telling him he's got to get up the hill when it's 4 feet of snow.
Right.
And I didn't even go out and meet his ass because I'm fucking horrible.
Right. Like, I
But
remember
then
all the
she
good
like,
things, too.
but then my mom laughed her ass off. You know, like, you got to think of,
Exactly.
and it comes down
I
to
do.
positivity, man.
Yep.
Like, and I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking in general. For myself, even. Negativity will fucking swallow you up, bro.
Oh my God, I got stuck in that tornado for a while. And I've been through war, you know.
Yeah.
Through my little bit of, you know,
You've been
little
through
chunk
battle,
of life,
bro.
But,
Yeah.
you know, my mom always told me, like, God will, you know, he only gives his biggest fights to his strongest soldiers.
Yeah.
You know, but I believe that everybody has a purpose and a, you know,
They do.
whatever.
Think about all the people that pass away just on a whim.
Right.
And all the people that are still here. You know, you're still here for a reason.
Right. Everything
Live up to your
happens for a
full
reason.
fucking potential.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Life is too short to be miserable
That's
and be,
true.
you know, just be treated in a bad way. Like, life's beautiful for real. So
And revenge will swallow you up.
live like
It's
your last day on earth.
Right.
You know, like,
Live like it's your last day. And that's why.
And love and not
Right.
hate.
And not hate. Hate and anger will swallow you up too, man.
And I realize it don't matter where I go, what I do, somebody's always gonna have something to say. So I just need to, you know, let all that stuff go. Like,
Well, and it
I
comes
can't
down
let
to
people's
Yeah.
words affect me anymore.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
Well, and it's like,
I
there was
know
this
who I
one
am.
chick who looked at me like I was the fucking worst wicked witch of the West.
Right.
When I went to Speedway the other day, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? All good.
Right.
But I'm used to it. I came there in a gingerbread onesie, but it's Christmas time. You're fucking lucky. I usually go around in a gingerbread onesie in March when Christmas is over, bitch. But if you have a problem with me, that's your issue.
Right.
Not mine.
Right.
So why should I be upset because you're fucking upset?
Right.
Do I have to be? No, I don't. I'm gonna smile and fucking walk out the door.
Right. That's what I battled with my ex. Like, I'm not. Your words are meaningless to me anymore. Like,
actions.
You know.
Yeah, it's action time.
He verbally, mentally, just destroyed me. I said, "How can you break something that's already shattered? I don't get it." You know. But I don't know. Just some people, and I couldn't realize he is miserable with himself. Like he can't stand who he really is, so he has to, you know. And
he makes up a falsify.
Right.
Of
I told him,
like Gemini.
fear is loud and confidence is quiet.
Yeah,
you know?
and I love it when T-Spot said that to me yesterday too.
And it's the truth.
It is.
But all I know is, I don't care if it kills me. I'm moving forward, and because everything I was doing was not working, you know?
Yep.
I kept standing up just to get knocked back down, knowing I was going to get knocked back down. I'd still do it.
Yep.
But not today.
Not today, motherfucker. Well, I want to thank T-Spot. We're almost at the casino.
Yeah.
I want to thank T-Spot so much for being part of this beautiful podcast. We covered a lot of fucking deep-ass subjects. And Love each other, fuck each other,
Right.
do whatever the fuck you want, but do it within reason and have your own morals about it.
Right.
Don't go pumping motherfuckers in the chest. All Mike Tyson like for no fucking reason.
Don't let people's words affect you.
Right. Because they really don't matter.
Right.
Especially a stranger. It's
Right.
That's one thing before we go or whatever. Why do we as humans care so much about what everybody fucking thinks?
Right.
Who cares? I've had a great life because I stopped caring when I was 15.
Me too.
Like I've done what I love to do and I've had a great time. But yeah, you bet your ass somebody's talking shit the whole time.
don't
I was
matter.
having a blast.
It's
They're
always gonna
always
happen.
gonna be fucking talking shit. And once you realize that, it's not gonna affect you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, thanks so much for being part of it. Thanks, T-Spot. You want to say something?
I just keep your head held high if you're going through the same struggle. You got it.
Damn straight. Love y'all. Peace. Thanks for listening.